Hello and welcome to Froch on Fighting with me, Carl Froch, aka The Cobra, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and International Boxing Hall of Famer. And I'm delighted to be joined with the main man. I've got to call you the main man. Teofimo Lopez. What a guy. Let's talk about why you're here actually in Sheffield. So we're here for the Undisputed boxing game, which is the best boxing game in the business, bar none. Even if you don't like gaming, when you play this boxing game, you'll realise what I'm talking about. And you're here today because they haven't got your movement and your motion. I've already been in the 1,000 cameras and all the sensors and did all the motion and the movement, the head movement. So when people play you, Teofimo, the man, they're not actually playing you because it's not your footwork and your head movement or your hands. So you're here to get wired up, rigged up, and do that. When are you doing that?
I believe tomorrow is what our set go is. Yeah, for the motion captures. How is it though? How is that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's different.
Or?
No, it's not. It's not uncomfortable.
Okay.
Stood there with your pants on. Is he wearing pants or not? Is he naked in it for him? Oh, he's wearing pants. So you'll be all right.
I'll be all right.
You've got to get the Johnson out.
Yeah.
You've got to swing the Johnson. Don't know what Johnson is, does it?
Yeah, no.
I thought that was an American thing.
No, it's an American thing.
I got that off Friday, next Friday, you know, the comedy with Ice Cube. Anyway, we won't talk about Corey's and Johnsons. We're going to talk about your last fight with Shakur Stevenson because it didn't go your way. I was there that night in New York, and I feel like, I'm not just saying it because you're here, I feel like you wasn't yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you boxed Josh Taylor, you looked like you was enjoying it, you was fluid, you was flowing, you was sharp. And on that night, I mean, I know Shakur Stevenson is really fast, very talented. No disgrace losing to a guy of that sort of talent as well. How did you find it? Did anything go wrong? What's your take on it?
I think I said it like in the post-fight interview. I said like, there's no excuses. Anything I say will just not be in my favor. So I think that I think the same thing applies. Something's just majority of it didn't work out. None of it really. And then I think that just not having my coach properly focused, laser focused on the fight, I think that also like aligned with the result of that night. You know, but. Kudos to Shakur. He came up to 140, you know, and fought the best guy at that weight, which was myself. And we'll see what he does next.
What do you think it was on the night? Do you think it was tactical? Do you think it was the stylistic? He's renowned for his speed. Did anything just stop you in your tracks straight away when you thought this is going to be tricky?
No, I mean there was a lot of illegal things that he was doing, but ref wasn't allowing. I wasn't really calling on any of it. And I have some history with Harvey Dock, so it's kind of just a game of boxing, you know, when it gets into it. So, you know, things worked the way it did, and, you know, I look forward to just moving up to 147 and claiming new divisions and new world titles. Yeah,
did anything surprise you? I mean, fair play, so you're going to go up at 147 and look for titles there, and it's definitely a weight. I mean, you've filled out just in the time. I know we'll go up a little bit between fights, but
of course,
you're looking like you belong at that weight.
Yeah, it's more so like I think now it's just you know, Shakur is a great standout. You know, I think that he knows how to keep his range, keep his distance. You know, and I think you just gotta find a way to make it a fight.
Did anything surprise you with the way he was fighting? Was you in there and think, right? This is like when I fought Andre Ward, I was surprised the fact that he was never there. I couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
His movement and he looks like he can hit him, and then you can't hit him. And I was like, what's going on? I thought I'd at least get going with something. And then there's just here, there, everywhere. Then he was either on my chest on me, holding me in, tied up, or he was out of range and getting me with a jab. And I didn't think he got that sort of reach and the distance, but he's obviously very good. Did he surprise you with anything?
Nothing truly surprised me other than what I did. I just went with the wrong plan. I tried something quick. I didn't just take my time with him. You know, I just tried to rush into this new style that we've been working on. Not the right person to do that with.
No, is his speed stand out for you when you're in? Because sometimes you spar people and you're like, wow, he's quick, this guy.
No, it's just a bad night for Teofimo. Yeah. No. I think any other night, if I do what I wanted to do, it'd be a different story.
So if you went back and you could change anything, if you like, now I fought him, now do this. You're not going to fight him again now, so you're not giving anything away. But what would you do different?
I wouldn't shift. I wouldn't do the shifting that my coach wanted me to do constantly. That wasn't the key play for Shakur because he was too much out of range, even with that shifting. There's other ways around it, throwing more jabs, and moving my head. I was too flat, way too flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't have no footwork, and I'm known for my footwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Proper good footwork as well, and reflexes and
Yeah, it was just
tricky
night,
skills.
bad
Yeah.
night. It was just one of those nights, you know. And I think it happens to every person. I mean, I've came up and faced the best of the best 3 times, and this was number 4, and I just came up short.
Yeah.
It happens though.
Of course it does, absolutely. 28 years old.
Yeah.
I had the cheek to ask him what he's doing next, and he's considering retiring. I didn't realise how young he was. I didn't win a world title until I was 30, but because you've achieved so much, sometimes being retired myself, I look at fighters that lose the last fight, and I think, well, he's achieved so much, he's done well financially, maybe that's the end. But obviously you've still got ambition in the game.
I have a lot of love for the sport.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that it's the sport is not done. Sport won't ever be done, even after me. But I think it's while we still have youth on our side.
Yeah, absolutely.
It,
yeah,
you know?
Still too young to hang them up yet. Still enjoying it. Still got the desire.
Oh yeah.
Still like the training.
Yeah, and especially things like this, coming here at the headquarters of Undisputed and doing the motion just captures and everything like that we're gonna experience. I think that's also another add-on to the excitement.
Absolutely.
Because of it. You know, the achievements that we accomplish and we aim for. Then you come here. Yeah. Now you're in a video game.
Yeah. No, it's
kids
cool.
are playing.
It's really cool. My son was playing me the other day with his friends.
Yeah.
I walked in and he said, Dad, come and look at this. He went, you've got a cheat code. No one can beat you.
Literally.
I was like, and then I saw myself get flattened by someone like Joe Kawasaki or something. You know what I mean? So it didn't go down very well. But to be involved in a game like this is good. And we can't have the best video game in the business and not have you involved. Do you know what I mean?
You know,
Teofimo Lopez, and we need you to have the proper movements. This is why you're here. We need to know that foot's working right, and when you're slipping and sliding, it's actually you slipping and sliding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was told by Ash. He told me Sonny Edwards was the one that was mimicking Teofimo, and I was like, okay.
He can move though. That kid can move. Yeah, Sonny's a good fighter, good movement. Very
like, not bad at all.
Very skillful.
Mm-hmm. That indeed, for sure. And just a true standout, man. And I like the fact that, you know, just seeing how he was able to like at least mimic and capture my movements the best he could was pretty impressive on his end. Yeah,
absolutely. He did a good job. So what's next for you then? Some really big fights potentially for you. You're on about coming up to 147 now. Names like Javonte Davis, Devin Haney, they sort of, are you interested in them sort of?
I think so. Why not? I mean, like, that's part of it, right? I think the whole concept of me coming up with this Make Boxing Great Again scheme was pretty much the best fighting the best, you know, and just making those fights even more exciting. You know, that's why we, thanks to Turkey Al-Sheikh, I forget his last name.
Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Turkey Al-Sheikh. He butchers my name, so my bad. But even him, you know, just pushing these type of fights and magnitudes of it to make these fights happen, I think that plays a big role. But I think the likes of me and Haney, Garcia.
Anyone in the UK you're looking at? Dalton Smith, Jack Cattrall?
Man, honestly, any of those guys sound great. You know, I would love to have my UK debut out here. You know, one of these fights in my career before I retire. It'd
be great to have you out here. It really would in a big fight.
Right, awesome. I agree.
Absolutely. A lot of the British fans, if they're not actual hardcore boxing fans, they might not know who you are and what you're about and the fights you've been involved in. I mean, the Lomachenko fight, for example, people won't have seen that. They won't know who Lomachenko is, a lot of people, but trust me when I say this guy here, Teofimo Lopez, he can fight. One hell of a tactician and skill. The skill set is up there with the best in the world. It really is. And if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? No, definitely, man. You deserve the plaudits because you're a top fighter. Oh, you're nice on the eye, easy to watch, fluid, smooth. You make it look easy. You make it look easier. And obviously, your last fight against Shakur with the speed, and you wasn't there. And then people look at that and go, "Hang on a minute," but it's an off night. Yeah, but that's your job now to come back and rebuild.
Everybody loves the comebacks, though.
Yeah, of course they do. Absolutely.
You know? Doesn't this add more fire add more fuel to the fire?
Definitely, mate. And you've got time on your side as well.
Yeah.
Well, sticking with the UK, we've had a lot of noise around Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
Yes.
What do you reckon? Are you?
I love the back and forth talk after Tyson's fight. against, what was it, Makhmudov?
Makhmudov in his last fight, yeah.
Makhmudov.
It went 12 rounds. He looked like he just took his time, eased into it for the first couple of rounds, and then once he got his rhythm and his distance, I think he wanted to get the 12 rounds in, because it's good work for him before potentially fighting AJ.
I agree. I think that was a smart move on his end and his team. And but I just love that back and forth action between AJ and Tyson.
Never really got going though, did it? It's like, well, you should get in the ring and have a little face-off. It'd have been nice to see them come this close together, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. As a boxing fan, at the same time, it would have been great to see that. But AJ was like, "I'm the landlord and I'm the boss." And
is he the landlord? Is he the boss?
And that's what he says. And
what do you think? Do you think he is?
I just want them to fight. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I would just love them to fight. I think. Not just me, but I think all of us would love to see them fight already. Yeah, and
AJ's going to he's talking about having a fight beforehand.
Yeah.
I think they've actually just announced an opponent, a guy who's had 20 fights. And
undefeated, I believe, right?
Yeah, is he undefeated? So, yeah. Is Albanian. Listen, I ain't got the guy's name, so apologies for that, but it's been announced literally 2 minutes before we sat down and chatted. So he's going to be having a warm-up fight, which is going to put some distance between his fight and Tyson Fury's fight. That can sometimes be dangerous. But Tyson's obviously just gone 12 rounds with Makhmudov. So do you think it's fair that AJ's having a bit of a steady fight before he jumps back in? Because his last fight was against Fake Paul.
You know, Fake Paul, I like that.
That YouTube guy. So yeah, what do you think? He deserves a warm-up fight, a bit of steady one? Because he fought Fake Paul. Before that, he got splattered by Daniel Dubois. It's a bad knockout. Then he's come back and had a little sparring session with that YouTube geezer. And can he be jumping in with... You don't like Fake Paul, do you? You're not a Fake Paul fan, are you?
I like what he's doing for the women's boxing.
Yeah? Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah.
I like what he's doing for them. But as far as... I think if they're looking to possibly have the AJ and Fury fight the beginning of next year, then I think it's great.
Let him have a little warm-up.
I think it's great.
Yeah, we don't want any excuse to do it.
I just don't want no one to beat them.
Who do you think wins?
In the cusp of it.
Who do you think wins?
In that fight?
Yeah. Like, would you say Fury? Let's say Fury in his prime and Anthony Joshua in a prime.
Fury.
You think Fury beats him?
Yeah, Fury,
a lot of people agree with that. Why? Because of the skills. You tell me.
He's quick on his. Even for him being a heavyweight, he was like a lightweight on his feet.
Yeah.
You know, he was very smooth defensively. He just fundamentally sound. AJ's very broke, rough around the edges, but very strong.
Yeah.
But many combinations. I love his punch output.
Yeah.
That I do. I just feel like the way Fury just moves on angles, that's gonna be the biggest problem. I think AJ noticed that with now him having Usyk's camp involved in his training now.
Yeah. What about now? Because you talk about the positives for Fury and lots of feints, fast feet, moves like a lightweight.
Yep.
A lot of that's slowing down and going now because he's getting older and he's past his best. And obviously Anthony Joshua's been beat a couple of times as well. They've both lost to Usyk twice, but Tyson Fury's never been knocked out. He's been on the floor, but he's never been knocked out. Anthony Joshua's been knocked out twice, a couple of times. He's been knocked out a couple of times, quite bad. Do you think that now, when this fight happens, have you still got Fury as the favourite, or is it closer?
It's a bit closer, I think now, just because of the transition that Anthony Joshua did and made with Usyk.
Yeah.
So I think that you're seeing that more. You're seeing a bit more of just hand gestures, movements, feints, and not just reacting off of just 1, 2, 3 punches. Yeah. It's more technical.
Yeah.
So I think that will give a bit more of an issue for Tyson Fury.
Who wins now, though?
Who do you have? I would say that too.
Listen, I've got to say Fury.
Yeah.
I've got to still say Fury even now. Because he was able to do 12 rounds of a big lump who came and leaned on him, and the hand speed, and I think the confidence of AJ as well since getting knocked out. I don't know how he's adapting with that. He's also had a tragedy with his friends that was quite highly publicised. He lost his friends in that horrific accident. And I don't know how that's going to sit with him when he's training and where he's driving. You don't know how it's going to affect him. So if you was going to say who's going to win the fight, I'd say, look, just on skill set and experience, AJ's got a good career though. He's fought. He's had some good wins. He's had a couple of bad losses. You know what I mean? So I'd say Fury's the favourite.
Yeah, I think he was shy of 1 belt becoming undisputed heavyweight champion during his career in that time, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, never got that fight, did he? And obviously lost to Usyk. And that.
So I think Man, I was leaning for AJ. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I was leaning towards AJ, but yeah, after everything you kind of dissected it down to, the mental plays a big key in everything in boxing. So yeah.
But nice to see him back though. Nice to see him back in the ring.
I would say Tyson Fury.
I hope the fake Paul fight's not his last fight. I don't want to be remembered for knocking out
Yeah.
a YouTuber.
Breaking his jaw.
Yeah, I mean, no, exactly.
Welcome to boxing.
Did he break his jaw? Was that real?
Yeah, he shattered it.
Did that actually happen? I reckon it was AI.
But you know he's on the game, so now we can break his jaw.
We ain't got fake Paul on the game, have we? Everything I said about this game, right? I'm joking. Listen, we need to be able to beat up on someone, don't we?
Oh yeah.
So it might as well be fake Paul. Right, some non-boxing questions really quick before I let you go.
Okay.
If it kicks off in a bar, you know what a bar is?
Yes.
Like a local pub. Which 3 fighters do you want by your side, backing you up?
Well, you for starters.
Obviously, he wants the
Look how-
Cobra.
Yes.
I can have a roll
Man,
around.
look how great you look.
On the cobbles.
Yeah.
Look good down there.
Heck yeah.
See them arms?
I don't even think anybody would try them when we walk through. When we step in.
We don't need any more. I said pick
That's
3
it.
fighters. He only needs
Just
one.
need you.
What about a big lump? Which big lump would you want with you? Because there might be some big heavy load. There might be an Eddie Hall hanging around and we need to get him in a... Which big lump would you have? So-
Thor.
Thor?
I forget how to say his whole full name.
Who's
but
that?
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie Hall.
Yeah.
Not Eddie Hall fought that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eddie
Thor.
Hall
Who's
fought-
that? Who's that he fought?
Is it the guy who was in
Yeah.
He's the world's strongest man. World's strongest man. And he was in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, right, okay.
Big, yeah, big one.
So
Big
Thor.
lump. So you want the Thor, the Cobra.
Yes. And then probably.
You're a bit lighter, fast speed. You've got that covered.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez. What a team that is.
Yeah, because he's a lot smaller and they wouldn't know. And then next thing you know, he's just knocking them
Just
out.
game over.
Game over.
That could be the dream team, actually. What did you make of Conor Benn against
Regis.
Regis Prograis? Yeah.
Great. Obviously, the magnitude of it, though, the hype behind it and everything. After 2 outstanding, fights with Eubank, I think that I feel like he was set already at 160.
Yeah.
And he hasn't seen 147 in 3 years.
No.
That plays a factor, so. But I would love to see what he does next.
Think Conor should have done more, made a bit more of a statement, or was you quite happy
I
with
think
it?
we all would,
Yeah.
right? We all have high expectations, especially for the rumors being out that how much he was getting paid and everything for this type of fight. Netflix behind it. But no matter what, he's a star,
Well, he's definitely smashed it. He's made an absolute fortune fighting Eubank Jr. twice, and now he's had this fight against Regis Prograis. He's made a fortune, so fair play to him. I mean, he's the one taking the punches. He's made the money. So good luck
Smart,
to him.
yeah.
But in terms of becoming a world champion, let's say he fights Ryan Garcia for the WBC, what happens?
Man, tough call.
What happens?
Tough
Come on,
call.
tell me what happens. You didn't tell me who the biggest knobhead was. Tell me who wins. Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia, who wins?
I'm the biggest novice.
You're gonna get a big fight out of this.
May the best man win.
It's your weight.
May the best man win.
Yeah, build it, man. You want the UK. What are you going to do to Conor Benn if you fight him?
Ah, man.
What do you think you'd do to Conor Benn if you fought him at 147?
I'm just
He's
the
talking
be-
about
I'm
coming
the
down
best.
to
I'm the
147.
best. Forget the rest. That's it. I'm the
Are you
best
beating him on
fighter.
points? Are you stopping him?
You trying to dig deep?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to get inside your mind. Like if I was going to say, right, you're going to fight Joe Kawasaki next. What are you going to do? I'd say, I've got to knock him out. Otherwise, I'm getting beat on points. Kawasaki is tough. He's fast. He's super fit. He's got fast hands. Throws a lot of work rate. If I don't knock him out, I'm not getting my hand raised. Yeah, but I'm backing myself. I'm knocking him out.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to Conor Benn?
Well, I think Conor and Ryan, I will focus on their body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just break them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
Think you
there's,
stop him?
I could. Yeah, especially now at this weight at 147, I could. But they're all ranges. Me and Conor have the same manager, so in a business standpoint, it's like more than likely not to happen.
Yeah.
But there's chances of it could happen.
Yeah.
Me winning a belt at 147, him winning, we could unify, make more
Absolutely.
money together,
Yeah.
right? And then we could dissect from there.
Well, you mentioned Conor Benn there and Ryan Garcia, and they're
Ryan too,
potentially fighting. Who wins that
Yeah.
one?
Between those two
Ryan Garcia.
and
Conor Benn.
Conor Benn.
Down at 147 as well.
I don't know. I think that 147 is doing well for Ryan right now at the moment. Yeah.
He can punch a little bit as well, can't
Yeah.
he?
Well, they're going up. He
Yeah.
had to go all the way back down 2 weight classes to
Yeah.
be at 47,
Yeah.
and he did a catch weight at 150. So
Yeah.
logistically, I'm thinking Ryan should possibly get it, but
Yeah.
Conor Benn is no pushover.
No.
No pushover. I think that
He
has
works
punching-
hard. He believes in himself. He grafts.
He's got punching power in both hands.
Yeah.
So
Has he got punching power in both hands at 147 though? Because because he couldn't do anything to reach his pro grade at 150.
Yeah.
At 160, he looked like he could hurt his opponent.
I think, for me, I'll say it like this. I think Conor Ben should stay at 160.
Yeah.
If anything, 154, but 160.
160, yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty sound advice.
Yeah, I think so. I think that when you're going down that much in weight and you have to maintain it throughout off season and everything like that, which there is no off season in boxing, but maintaining it is gonna be detrimental to him in the long run.
Fair enough. Listen, I'm gonna let you go, but I've got one final question.
Yes.
In my last fight, almost 13 years ago, it was at Wembley Stadium, the National Stadium. I rendered somebody unconscious in front of a lot of people. It was a grudge match, a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many people were there?
Like 70 or 80, 90? 80?
Second go.
Yeah.
80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium. You know, don't you? My boy. He knows. Of course you know. It was in there, wasn't it? Teofimo Lopez, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. This is it for another episode of Froch on Fighting. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the best channel in the business. And we might do a wrap off. If we do a wrap off, we're gonna segment it in at the end. Until the next time, take it easy.
Yo,
Testing.
okay, hey, Carl Froch, what it's all about? I'm gonna tell you all about
Go to head.
Go to head. Underdog is where it's at. I can't rap.
Bit of freestyle, man. You can't knock the freestyle.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting all the way to 10. I tell you this.
We're in a wrap. My favourite colour is red, like the bloodshed. Kurt Cobain's here when he shot himself dead.
Oh, no way. Oh, no, Jose. I tell you like it is. Get a green card today.
Yeah.